TJ here again, back at the Michigan Conservative Roundtable. And in a previous solo effort, Mac did his thoughts on the squad, and I'd kind of like to throw in my 2 cents along with it, because I have some thoughts on the matter. The squad, we know, everyone knows who the squad is, the 4 people, and I will get down to identifying them. But what got this started, as far as me, was the Trump quote. President Trump said something in a tweet, and it's being misinterpreted. In fact, it's just shy of being lied about, really. And I'd like to read the full quote, okay? And here it is. So interesting to see progressive Democrat Democrat congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt, and inept anywhere in the world, even if they have a functioning government at all, now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest, most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. And here's where it gets questionable. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Then come back and show us how it's done. These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough. I'm sure Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements. And the phrase that got the most attention was, why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came, then come back and show us how it's done. And they kind of shortened it. And they leave so much out, to the point where they say, this is what they, if you believe the mainstream media, this is what they would tell you he said. Why don't they go back from the places they came? And he did not. You talk about lie by omission, okay? Lying by omission. That's what we got going on here. So, we got the squad. Does anyone really realize how they came up with that nickname? Nancy Pelosi gave them that nickname, a Democrat. Nancy Pelosi called them the squad. Representatives, they're all Democrats, obviously. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat from New York, known as AOC. Ilhan Omar, Democrat from Minnesota. And that's the place, if I'm not mistaken, that's the place that Obama did a large infusion of Somali refugees, put them all there in Minnesota of all places. So many of them that the result is Ilhan Omar now. Ayanna Pressley, Democrat from Massachusetts. And our favorite, Rashida Tlaib from Michigan here. They kind of refer to themselves as women of color. And we'll start with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, self-described Democrat socialist, which is just a dressed-up term for communist, born in the Bronx. And everyone most knows her for the New Green Deal, or the Green New Deal, which was just a cover for a communism anyways. Omar was born in Somalia, and that especially touches a sore spot when you think of what happened in Somalia. You saw it in the movie Black Hawk Down, and to think of what all happened there. So when I hear she's from Somalia, how can she not know what we tried to do for her people there? And then she comes here and says what she says. She's known for her criticism of Israel. And the rumor is she married her brother to get him into the country. Ayanna Pressley. And this is going to be difficult. She appears to be a survivor of sexual assault, suffered abuse as a child, claims to have been raped by an acquaintance in college. So assuming that that is in fact true, and I know nothing to the contrary, her biography says people closest to the pain should be closest to the power. And that's dangerous, because we can't criticize her. Because of the unfortunate experiences she's had in her life, she is now immune from criticism. And that approach basically sucks. Rashida Tlaib, our own special representative from here in Michigan, the one who said we're going to impeach the MFer. She's anti-Israel, and all four of these women have it's just rant after rant, anti-American rant, to the point where I can't even hardly stomach it anymore. And those are my thoughts. I just was compelled to share it with you guys. Thanks for watching. And as we say here in Michigan Conservative Roundtable, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.